Hey everybody, Ben Rosario, founder and director of the HOKA Northern Arizona Elite Team here in Flagstaff, Arizona. Welcome to our Performance Center. So this is our logo. We introduced this new logo a couple of years ago, and there's a lot of meaning behind it. Obviously, HOKA up on top. That's our title sponsor and has been for many years. So this section right here is really the new part that we introduced a couple of years ago. We hired a company in town called Mountain Mojo. They did a great job. And the idea was to capture the essence of our team in one logo, which is not easy, but we wanted to have sort of this mountain shape. So that's kind of an homage to the San Francisco peaks, right, here in Flagstaff. NAZ, of course, that's kind of what we go by, NAZ Elite. And then I really wanted to add some sort of mascot because I see us as a pro sports team just like any other pro sports team, and most pro sports teams have some sort of mascot. So we picked the pronghorn. This is not a deer, this is not an antelope, this is a pronghorn because it's the world's fastest endurance mammal. So it's not as fast as a cheetah, it's close, it's not as fast as a cheetah, but it can hold its max speed for longer than any other mammal on Earth. So that's why we picked the pronghorn, and you can actually find pronghorns in Arizona. So it all worked out really well. This is our new logo. We're very proud of it. And you are in our home base here in Flagstaff. We have our own, what we call our Performance Center. It's sort of at the top of town. It overlooks downtown. We leased this space about 1.5 years ago. Took us a few months to get it up and running, but here we are. So right here, we're in sort of the lounge area. It serves as a bit of a waiting room for our massage therapist, but then also a place to hang out, have meetings, etc. We've got some HOKA shoes up on the wall. We've got some Rudy Project sunglasses. I'm building out this space, which is going to have all of our super cool news clippings. I'm a little behind on that, but I got a few of them up there. We've got a bunch of running books. We got Matt Baxter's Running Up the Mountain book, all kinds of things over there for people to hang out. And then there's the Olympic book from Tokyo when Alphine ran in the Olympic Games. So this is sort of our lounge. Over here we've got our treadmill. We have our Lightspeed lift, so the athletes use that if they're a little dinged up maybe or coming back from pregnancy and need to take a little weight off, and so that's what the Lightspeed lift is there for. Got a couple pictures up here that Tyler Day drew, so people don't get too bored while they're running on the treadmill. They can look at Tyler's wonderful pictures. Got another NAZ graphic there. So over here on this wall is sort of the history of our singlets. So we have all the different singlets that we have worn over the years all the way up till now. And now our colors are more of this orange and purple and blue, kind of an homage to the Flagstaff sunset. We have that same colorway on this entire gallery wall, and this wall features pictures of some of our biggest moments, highlights some of the NAZ stars over the years, and just some really cool pictures, and each picture has a little description next to it, so it's sort of like an art gallery. The wall was a joint effort for sure, so I am not an artist. As anyone who knows me would tell you. But luckily, my wife's sister, my sister-in-law, is an art gallery director. So we kind of showed her the space, we took the measurements, etc. We kind of told her, hey, we would like this to feature some of our big moments. And so she was the one that really put it together. But then Alice Wright from the team drew the mountains, and then Tyler Day painted. So it was definitely a joint effort. And then we flew my sister-in-law in, and she was actually the one that hung all the pictures and put everything up. But we really like how it looks, and when people come in for things that we do, public events, they love looking at the wall. We do group runs on Friday afternoons all summer long, which are very popular, especially with the high school and college kids that come in from out of town. And they love looking at the wall. And then we also do public watch parties. So for big races, we clear out the back and we show the race, we project the race up on the wall. The best watch party was definitely last summer when Chrissy Gear won the US steeplechase. So we had, I would say, a good 20 or so people. It's not to say we didn't think she would win. We certainly knew it was possible. If we knew for sure, maybe we would have made maybe would have made a bit even bigger deal of it. But it was mostly some of the athletes on the team, a couple of our NAZ board members, and then just a few people from the community that just come to everything we do. So it was a small, intimate group, but we were going absolutely bananas when she won. So that was my favorite. My favorite picture on the wall, and there's a reason it's right in the middle of the wall, is the hug. So this is the picture of Kellen and Alafine and Steph after Alafine won the Olympic trials. And you know, they're all three crying. Alafine just totally emotional after winning, but sort of crying because, you know, she did feel bad for them, and of course they're crying for her because she made it, and it was a really special moment, special picture. They actually won a Musial Award, which are the National Sportsmanship Awards for this moment, you know, for her teammates being emotional over her victory and for her being, you know, sad for them for not making it. So it was definitely the culmination of the first 6 years of the team. Yeah, that one moment.
Continue with the tour?
Continue with the tour. So we do have a sauna. This is our sauna in here. There's a fair amount of research that post-exercise sauna can increase your blood plasma levels. So we've used the sauna in a certain protocol leading into big races over the years. We've also used it when we're preparing for hot and humid races. And sometimes it's just nice to get in. And so it's just a little treat. A sauna now and again feels quite good. So we have that. This is our office space. We have Jack Mulaney's office, or desk, I should say, Jenna Reedon's desk, my desk, Ben Bruce's desk, and this is where we work every day. So nothing too special in here. This is where the magic happens. Then team records board. So we put this up right away. We felt like this would be fun for the athletes to kind of talk trash with one another as they break their records, which they've done many times. Wesley especially likes to mess with the records board. I think it's up to date except for Adrian's 10,000, which we'll update here soon. He ran 26:55 just a few weeks ago in California. So that's the records board. And then this is the weight room. Distance runners don't need a tremendous amount of weight to move around, but they do need some. We do take the weight room very seriously. We have a strength and conditioning coach, Dan Moore from Ireland, who writes all of our strength workouts, and we're in here, all the athletes are in here twice a week lifting weights, doing various plyometric exercises. In fact, this hallway, which is sort of supposed to be just aesthetically pleasing with the lane lines, is actually functional as well. So all these little tick marks, they do various like jumping and plyo drills on this stretch right here. So yeah, we kind of use every inch of the space. And in the back we have a break room with coffee and a refrigerator and all those things, and cubbies, and then bathrooms, and that's the space. So it's kind of multi-purpose space. We use it for, of course, weights, our offices, massage, sauna, treadmill, and then public events. For us, getting the space wasn't about anybody else. It was just, we felt we needed it. You know, we have 19 athletes on the roster, and it just felt to us like the next step was to have our own space. We had, for years and years, lifted weights somewhere else, and we had a tiny, we used to just work out of my house, but then we had a tiny office downtown that just housed the coaching staff, and we'd have meetings in there, but it still wasn't the same. And so when this space opened up, and it was so close to downtown, and you could sort of see the vision. It was just healthcare offices. The walls had kind of yellowed, and it was old, but you could see the hallway and what it might be, and you could see this back room, and it could be the weight room, and you saw that the offices could live in there. And so it was pretty easy to envision what it could become. And then it was just a matter of, yeah, getting dirty and fixing this place up. I mean, we had to paint every inch of it because it wasn't what we wanted. We had to lay the track surface down, and we had to decorate and all those things. It didn't feel like home until it was fully decorated. Then it felt good. So we did a grand opening for the public last spring and had this place totally packed, and HOKA did giveaways, and everybody came in. I mean, we have a lot of fans in town, obviously, And I think it was cool for them too to have a place to interact with us. And that's why the group runs are fun, that's why the watch events are fun, because I think a lot of the folks in Flagstaff see people running around, but they don't get to meet them. So now providing these opportunities where we can interact face to face is, I think, part of what makes this place special. Creating the space definitely provided an extra level of professionalism for the entire group and each athlete in the group. It's hard to explain, but it's just a sense, there's a sense of pride about it and a sense of professionalism, as I said, and I think that translates into training and into performance, etc. As far as the community, I think the idea that we can connect people in a way that you can't do on social media, that you can't do when you just see somebody fly by on the trail is special. And I would say that it's not just people from Flagstaff. We did the group runs last summer, and I should have had everybody write their hometown down. I'm just like memorizing where they were from. This summer we'll do it differently. But I know that there were people from all over the country, all over North America, all over the world. We had many people from Europe come, and they come here to Flagstaff as a vacation because it's a running mecca. So they come here to run. They see the FloTrack videos, they see the social media, so they come to run on the urban trail, to run on Lake Mary Road, to run at Buffalo Park. And so now I feel like, anyway, after last summer, with how well things went, the group run has become a bucket list stop on their tour of Flagstaff. And so we had people from all over, and it was fun for them, I think, to come in and see the space, because they've seen it in videos and pictures, but to meet the athletes. I mean, we just did our first group run of 2024 last Friday. Chrissy Gear was here, Kellen Taylor was here, Tyler Day was here, and you go for, I mean, that's neat to go for a run with those folks. So I think we're offering things that were always part of our plan, but that we couldn't really do until we had our own space. The evolution has been, I think, pretty linear from 2014 to now. We've grown every year, and so sometimes it's weird to look back because it's all happened organically, and I think it's been a pretty smooth process for the most part. But yeah, all of a sudden you wake up and you have this space and you think, oh my gosh, in 2014 when we launched, it was 9 athletes. I did everything out of my house. I coached the team, I directed the team, I wrote every social media post, I wrote every word in every newsletter, etc. And now we've got a full staff, a head coach, 2 assistant coaches. I'm the director. Of course, we're sponsored by HOKA. We have Rudy Project, we have Final Surge, so we have 3 sponsors. We have a group of 19 athletes. We've won all these national titles. We've gone to the Olympic Games. So yes, to look back is pretty cool.